I'm crazy, Captain.
Yes.
I'm nasty, Captain.
Bro, what?
Yes. I had to get rid of
Nah,
him.
he was
bro.
being toxic.
Every time he does this every day, man.
Why are you unbanning him? Just keep him
I don't
banned,
know,
Like,
bro. Man.
go. One more to go.
I'm crazy, Captain.
Yes.
I'm nasty, Captain.
Easy going right there.
Look at him.
One more to go.
Evening. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to my first cast as a VRML caster. People who aren't aware of who I am, my name is Jamie. I have been around for quite a while, new to the casting kind of side. Recently been doing a few community casts and then obviously applied, and here I am tonight. So, hoping to fill a bit of a gap on the EU side, get some good EU casts out in the week and over the weekend, and yeah, provide some good Onward, some good entertainment, and just yeah, some good plays. So tonight's match is going to be Slither and LGR. Both kind of newish teams to the league. I think only having about like a couple months experience between themselves, but both being silver teams. Slither having a couple members on there who are kind of veterans to the league. They've been around for a while, been on a few different teams, played here, there, and kind of everywhere. So that is kind of a team that is going to be one to watch, especially when coming up to the Challenger Cup, which will be happening in the next couple of weeks. So teams will be fighting out for the final kind of places in the finals. Obviously going for that glorious prize money. Next team, LGR. Sorry, I'm not even going. I can't pronounce that name. I'm not French. It's not going to happen. Sorry. But yeah, they're kind of newer. Not I've casted a couple of their games. I've seen some quite good plays actually. They're been a bit kind of slower, more methodical, but at times they know on which objectives they do want to rush, and you can see that aggressive play come out, and it's quite interesting to see actually, especially from like say kind of one of the more newer teams. I believe they are at the moment still loading in. And before we do actually go into this round, well, the first round, we can actually go through the bans as they have come through. And the first ban coming out will be from Slither, and they are going to go with Quarantine as a ban. Which, kind of sad to see, really. I enjoy Quarantine. It's the perfect mixture, really, of kind of big map and smallish. And then the next ban will be Snow Peak from LGR. So again, that more is kind of similar size to Quarantine. Yeah, and it does look like we are actually going into the first round. Just to add a little bit of context here, sorry, basically there is going to be a minute silence, which the teams are kind of observing at the moment with the current ongoing situations around the world. So I'm going to shut up. So with that, I believe we are going into the round now. Sorry about that there, I didn't kind of explain that early on. There's a lot with these assets, not gonna lie. So, quickly, we can see the LGR offensive kind of pushing through the just above where the objective is, probably going around near the overpass there, and these. I just realised the teams are the wrong way around. They must have flipped them. All that. Sorry. That will help. There we go. So Slither's defense, kind of standard. If we have a look, see Legend over here, just covering that north approach. Deadpool covering the tunnel area. And then over there, Salty covering that track there. It's a great position, really. An idiot over there on the overpass. Really on Sparky. Gonna find a member of LGR and they approach into the yellow room from the south. Kind of got a bit of aggressive there. Can't see those lasers. And the trade will come out. Sparky and Sam both finding each other on that corner there. Oh. Sparky is only down though, so if somebody can make the rotation, they should be able to pick him up. Quick look on the map, that's south. Oh no, he is dead. Ignore me on that. This has quickly turned into a 3v4. One really opting for the overpass. Idiot gonna be quite lonely up there. Gotta keep himself occupied. If he does just turn, we'll see a couple members of LGR on the approach from the north. And I think Legend may be the first. Sorry if the sound was deafening. Hopefully it's a little bit more bearable. And yet really in a pretty powerful position there. You don't want to leave the overpass uncontested because it will make your life difficult on any approach really. As he's kind of displaying here, you've got eyes on from the north and the south from above. There's a C4 somewhere. I'd like to find that. Like a good C4. Here you go, kaboom! Coming down to the last 30 seconds now. LGR really need to push, but they've got a lot of going against them at the moment. Just see Legend's lasers there catching Bip Bip on his approach there to Idiot. Salty from underneath the overpass, gonna just easily spot the last member of LGR. Taking the first round of the first map. Okay, so that's changed, okay. Hopefully the audio isn't too bad again. So yeah, just to reiterate, first minute there, minute silence, was kind of pre-planned, but great first round really from Slither. Solid defense, but able to stop the LGR advance. I think maybe a little bit more communication needed. Kind of seemed a little bit disjointed, but it is the first round, and Subway can be a pretty difficult first map, really, if you've not really had much of a warm-up going into it. So, going to be interesting to see their defense now. I mean, this one is pretty standard. There isn't a lot of variation, really, you can do. It's really just about being able to pick apart those key positions, you know, like the overpass, taking the south tracks, taking the north tracks, and slowly approaching. Yep. Can hear the countdown going on now, so we will go into the next round. I hate when people load in. Get that like quick minute of delay. Armageddon, captain of LGR, and in a great position really to defend the overpass. Only like look at him from Salty's angle. He's only going to be able to see a little bit of his head. Probably finding legend on his approach in the south there. Pre-fire not going to find much, as you can see there. There isn't a lot to see of Armageddon, and he is holding it pretty well. Oh, Idiot's going to get taken out in the south there, and the little debacle going on in the overpass will finish out with Salty being the victor, and that's going to open up a little bit, but he is on his own now. Quickly, the Slither approach has been just kind of taken out from those key positions. South, it can be a difficult approach really on this one. Remler going to be able to watch for Salty there. Pick him up from the yellow room. Jar quickly evening things up. Pretty similar defense, offense there. Say not a lot of variation you can go for on that objective, unfortunately. And it is just about being able to get those picks. And unfortunately, both Marsoc sides not able to quite find the Vault defenders. And unfortunately, going to get punished for it by not taking the round. We're going to move on to the next objective. As with every 2 rounds, the objective does change. So it feels like the sound is a little bit better now. Let me know if it's not. I think it is. Okay, so now we are going into the third round of the first map. And just slowly make my way around. We'll have one of the newer objectives being the south stairs, south alley kind of area. Just look down there, we can see some blue lasers slowly making their way around, but it doesn't look like LGR are going to take that approach. And there is 2 spawns for this one, so you will get the north kind of alley area as a spawn, and that is considered the quicker spawn because it is. You're very quickly at the vault defense there, and that can make life pretty difficult. Not gonna lie. Remlive arguably got the most difficult task really in having to take out the south stairs. It's going to be a little bit difficult. He is going to need that backup. LGR taking this pretty slow. Like I said earlier on, they are a pretty methodical team from what I've seen. They like to check the corners and they like to be sure of any approach that they are taking. And it does work quite well. You have to be careful. You have to check your corners. First LGR attacker will get taken out there from Deadpool, just covering the overpass area. Sam now next to be pushing out there, but wasn't going to get the cover that he needed from that smoke. Deadpool easily able to just spot him through that as he moves through, takes him out. Turning this into a 3v5. Next approach is going to be for Legend X. He's got to protect this western alley now. Oh, and the C4 went out. I'm not going to catch it though. Must have been over here somewhere, but Bip gonna get the revive. Oh, gonna get revived, should I say, by Armageddon. He is a shot away from death, which means he can't be too aggressive. Watching the watching your flank at all times really pays to just keep somebody there covering that. So great kind of game awareness and sense from Deadpool there to be able to just go on that flank and take the remaining members of LGR out. Sorry if I'm going a little bit quiet, just kind of still getting used to these, to some of these, like, assets and things. It's fun though. Hopefully I'm doing okay. Let me know. I keep saying that, but... Excuse me, sorry. I imagine that probably sounded awful. Solid defense, like I say, from Slither there. Able to take out LGR as they're trying to approach from either side of the alley, overpassing the west. Legend, nice C4 really taking out, kind of causing a little bit of confusion. Obviously taking out Bip, forcing Armageddon and have to get the revive in there. LGR's turn now to defend with Slither attacking as we go into the next round. This is round 4 of map number 1. And these teams at the moment pretty even, I would say. I think they're going to kind of defend in a similar fashion, and quickly you can see Slither have been fortunate in being given that quick spawn there, and you can see Idiot just checking those corners, seeing if he's going to get any, see if anyone's going to get any picks, but they're not. He's been allowed a lot of ground, and LGR need to be defending this alley. Lamosh finding Sparky on his approach, leaving Legend on his own. Also spotting Armageddon, and as he moves around by the bins there, quickly taking him out, opening up more of this alley. Slither being allowed a lot of ground at the moment. C4 going to go off, not finding its mark, luckily. Well, I'll say luckily. Salty moves back there. Legend going to find the mosh on his alley. That smoke not offering much protection there. Sam easily able to spot Salty. And as I'm watching now, LGR did get a drop. Could be unfortunate, but Bip, he's holding his position. He's in a really nice kind of spot, really. So you're not going to really see him until you kind of get around. You get about it. And even then, he's got to peek you. Oh. That's quite a nice spot. Legend and Remliv going to have a bit of argy-bargy, but no one's going to get killed. Legend is on the objective. Tablet out. See, he thought he was covered by that smoke, but he wasn't. Remliv able to just spot him sitting in the smoke with his tablet. Now going back into his position. Quickly, Idiot's left alone. Used a lot of utility, really, so he isn't going to have a lot to go with at the moment. He has got an LMG, though. The best you can hope for in this situation really is just pre-fire the heck out of that corner and just force Bip back. Doesn't want to make any sudden movements and then just push on his position, but he is going to get spotted by Remliv. Nicely takes out Bip, moving back round now. And he has got 2 minutes 50 left, which is a lot of time, really. Quick check on the tablet. He is on his own. And check for the loot, but not really going to see anything. Maybe some of his teammates might have something useful. is a smoke. Remler's got to be running out of ammo now. Oh, idiot! In the perfect spot, really, just to sit and wait. He's got to be covering the objective, and Idiot was able to use that against him. And unfortunately, LGR did have that drop, meaning it was actually it would have been a 2v1, well 3v1, but just that drop came in. Welcome everyone in the chat, by the way. No, I haven't said hello yet. Hello. Hopefully you're all having a good time and everyone's safe and happy where they are. Glad to bring you some Onward on this wonderful Friday evening. It's pretty damn cold over here in the UK. Not gonna lie, it's freezing. It is big coat weather. If you're from the UK and in the north, you will know what that means. You don't usually need a coat, but it's big coat weather. And any of you Americans today watching, shouldn't you be in work? Thank you though. Slither have been able to get that Marsoc attack, well Marsoc win now, which is crucial for this. LGR are going to have to get one of their own. So they're now able to just kind of sit there and defend, hold a tight position, and quick look on the scores really for the players, and pretty even from both sides, you know. Every player kind of doing the bit, you know, and it's tough when you see a score like this because it doesn't really justify how it's going, but never mind. I'm sure LGR still got some tricks up their sleeves. If I can move around. Okay, this is the basement objective, which is notorious really for a Marsoc attack, I'm not going to lie. So LGR are going to really have to pull something good out of their sleeves on this one. It's such a tough approach because Volt can just get it nice and tight really and just hold a nice line. Salty going to be the only one on the kind of main deck. So he is going to be the one to see the brunt of the LGR force, maybe. It's always funny watching from the screen because when you play, you don't realize sometimes how close you actually are to someone if they don't make a sound or anything. And Salty and Remley are kind of in that situation right now. They're both there, but they're not truly aware at the moment. And this is the fun we have from being able to see it from here. Oh, but the C4's gonna go out in the tunnels, idiot. Certainly stopping that approach from Lamosh. Think there's still gonna be Sam on the way though. Remliv gonna take out the only defending member up on the main platform there, opening all that up for LGR to be able to control that area and kind of plan an approach. But that the basement approach has been stopped now, so the only members really are going to be able to approach from up top here. Slither in a strong position at the moment. LGR not doing too bad. They just need to get pick onto Legend really, and that could open things up a little bit maybe. Ramliv, he will see his head there, and he will get that. Legend tried in vain to defend his spot, but just not able to land any shots there, and Ramliv going to be the winner of that. Now he has got all the kind of space in the world to be able to get down those stairs and just try and cause a little bit of distraction. Does look like he's not going to go for that though. Bit rushing in, but not going to be met with any resistance. C4 going off, but again, just a little bit too late. And a great nade from Armageddon down the down into the smoke there, taking Sparky out on the objective. He's not going to be sure that he's got it, but it is going to make things much tougher now for Slither. Idiot going to be the next one to go down to this French massacre right now. Really approaching this objective very, very well. Deadpool now got a lot to do. He's got to hold this on his own. There's 2 sets of stairs and he's going to take one out. Can he do the other 2? That's the question. The call-outs must be coming from Sparky. He's got to be able to maybe see something. Oh, but Bip going to get around that corner and be able to find Deadpool before he's actually aware that he's coming down the stairs. Maybe Sparky just not able to see him. LGR getting their Marshot win now. Not down, but not out. Okay, so LGR bringing it back, really. Okay, so Slither now on the approach again. LGR on their defensive ground. Again, this is pretty bulk heavy objectives. LGR doing really well to get that winning round on Marshot. So they are actually it's just LGR all through. Love it. I'll find who I was looking for. Lamosh. He's going to be the aggressive member at the moment. He has pushed up pretty far into the tunnels. Slither may not be aware of that. Or, well, they won't be expecting it. It's just whether they come through the tunnels. They aren't going to take that main platform, which is going to allow Slither a lot of ground. Usually you do kind of want one person up there really just to, even just to make them second guess a few of the approaches. If you're allowed kind of unrestricted access to that top bit, you can do a little bit of pre-fire, move around a lot, throw quite a few, get your utility out down into the stairs. LGR opting for a more tighter kind of defense, except for Lamosh there being pushed up into the tunnels. Sorry, nearly left the overlay. And this is kind of what I mean now with the unrestricted access up top. Slither are going to be able to kind of move up and down the stairs as much as they want. And unless LGR are able to get some quick shots onto them, it's going to be tough. C4 coming out again, but on those stairs, but not quite able to get anyone. The smoke doing its job. Such excellent smokes, but the Slither really need to use these. Can I get a little team kill there? And the Mosh got a little bit scared. Totally going to be the first one to try and take those stairs, but Remliv and Salmon in a position, able just to get some quick shots onto him. I think Slither had a drop by the looks of it. Yep, Legend did drop mid-game, so you're down to a 3v4. Oh, bit on the corner there, spotting Deadpool on his approach, and Sparky now going to be second-guessing whether this is a good idea or not. Probably isn't. It's the only thing you can do. there, but I'm not quite sure what actually happened there. Whether he just missed or... Oh, but idiot! Able to get in, but Remler's gonna just spot him through the gaps there. And now LGR have evening things up, 3-3. Well, LGR, we're certainly down them, but they are not out. They've now even things up, like I say, 3-3 from a 3-1 kind of, can't think of what the word is. Gone. Wasn't gone. But yeah, they were down 3-1. They've now evened it up, 3-3. And the next objective, definitely my favourite for this one. It's the North objective. It's such a great one, really, to finish up on. I must admit. And it's definitely one of my one of my favourites. It's organised chaos is what I like to call this one. At least from some teams, when you just have that kind of aggressive push on the North alley. I've gone into this round. It's gonna now be round 7 of the first map. Really taking this to the wire. And there it is, the heavy kind of like approach from the north. Usually you'll see kind of 5 members coming, but LGR opting for 3 instead. And Slither, knowing this is a pretty important round, are opting not to send anyone up these stairs and just keep it nice and tight. And it's probably going to be the best approach, maybe. I don't know, it's hard to say really. So if you let Marsok get these stairs, I mean, it's tough to get down them. And I imagine the C4 is somewhere. Legend has probably got it in the... we can go hunt for that in a minute, but Legend's probably got it in the overpass area. But yeah, if Marsok have these stairs, they can kind of slowly approach. Nope, there's C4. See if that same will spot will find anyone. I think we've only had 1 C4 down so far. Armageddon reviving the member who did get hit with that. No, I'm not recording this on my phone. Remlive is kind of like sideways, and that's really weird to watch, so we'll just watch Bip Bip instead. But he's going down them stairs. That really sent my eyes funny, I'm not going to lie. Deadpool's gotta see him soon. It's just at what point do LGR start using their utility? Salty. Gonna find out bit. Also Armageddon on the trying to revive bit. Round kind of on the side again. Not gonna watch that. If you look at your screen sideways, it looks normal, but it's such an odd way of going down there. I've not seen that one before, but it is working. Well, unfortunately, Sparky is going to be able to just loot from behind the vending machine there, take out the LGR approach, leaving the 2 remaining members to approach in the main platform. Legend going to be the one to take these guys out, or at least try. Idiot also over here with his kind of line of sight, so it's going to be tough. There it is. First one goes down. And now Idiot's spot is going to be exposed, but Legend on the perfect spot there to be able to take Sam out while he's not watching. Slither taking the first map, 4-3. So, going to be a bit of a change of pace now with the Suburbia around. Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't. The name box doesn't actually allow the full name. There must be a character limit there. So apologies for that. I can't control that one. First objective is the tank. And this can be a pretty fun one, actually. Yeah. Can be a pretty fun objective. Take middle house, take kind of the playground area. Get everyone in for a good approach. Time it well. You just need to be watching for the spawn house, really. That's the obviously, like I say, you need to take mid house. Folk usually have a pretty heavy defense in there. It's a pretty fun spot to have, really. Going to be interesting to see how Slither approach on this one. By the looks of it, thinking about it, that must have been... Slither must have picked the side, maybe. I don't know. With that, though, we are going into the first round of the second map. Slither currently ahead. One map up. Quarter will change now, though. So I have seen LGR play this map a few times now, and they are pretty good, actually, at it. We've got some very good plays. Slither, unfortunately. Just goes to show how deadly that can be. If you're not able to get your own shots back, then it will hurt. Deadpool going to find a pick of his own there onto LGR, making this into a 4v4, and Sam going to pull some pre-fire out, but not quite going to find anyone. Deadpool all the way from lane 1, punishing Armageddon for being out in the open there. Sparky finding Sam in the spawn house. It's down to Remliv and BitBip, who are both in pretty good positions, really, to be able to defend this. Like, as I say it, Remliv taking idiots out on his approach, but Deadpool again finding a member from lane 1. Been kind of devastating, really, pushing out from there and just picking people off, going back in, waiting for the shots, going back out. Kind of playing it really well. And this does actually open up the cap from the north side. It does require a lot of smoke. And you just gotta not kill BitBit. True to form, Deadpool. Gotta get those kills, haven't you? Slither taking that first round pretty well there. Nice and aggressive, able to slowly pick apart LGR's defense, and gonna get the point for that. Welcome if you've only just joined us. My name's Jamie. Not on the cast screen yet. Needs updating. But yeah. I've been around since season 2-3. Hopefully able to offer, and a bit more maybe confident, offer a kind of analytical veteran, maybe not veteran, I wouldn't say veteran, but you know, old timer view on things. I've seen a lot on these maps, kind of like, there's still plays every now and then, they're like, ooh, not seen that one before, but more often than not, probably seeing it. So hopefully able to offer a good kind of like overview of how things are going, how things go, the way things should maybe go, not like how the team should play, but with just what's going to maybe happen based on what's going on. Yeah. Decided to start casting these games. It's quite fun to be on this side. It's just a lot to remember a lot of the time. It's fun. Everyone's having a good night wherever they are. I think there's quite a few games on tonight, actually. Or at least over the weekend, and we're not that far away from the Challenger Cup, which will be a fun one to tune in for, and just at least be able to see all the teams throughout the season, kind of trying to play it out and get that final spot in the finals. There's all to play for. These games are still important, even if it's just for kind of practice for that. They are about 2 weeks, I think it is, off the top of my head. 2 weeks away. Good to see, but countdown has just gone. We'll go into round number 2 of map number 2. LGR now on the offensive, Slither on the defensive. And like I say, this objective is one of those that's kind of capable. Just got to prepare for it, and utility is the important one. Utility is so important for this. Great nade, but unfortunately just not quite far enough, and Remliv going to punish Idiot for swinging out in the open there. Deadpool holding lane 1 from mid-house, able to find a pick of his own. Evening things up, 4-4. Great shot there from Remliv, finding just the very tippy top of Salty's head. Legend going to be pretty aggressive there on lane 3, and Remliv again going to punish him for that. I'm going to nickname this guy the Punisher because that's just kind of what he does. He seems to be just finding people like in off positions, or when they've just kind of got a kill, he's just there for the refrags. He's finding himself in such great positions to be able to just pick people off. Just that game knowledge is perfect, really. With 3 minutes remaining, does look like we've just got one member of Slither covering from in front of Spawn House, and then another member inside of Mid House. Sparky gonna easily be able to find Remliv as he crosses the street. Sam now got a massive undertaking, really. Got to take out Mid House. Got to try and either go for the camp then, or gonna nade onto Sparky, but he is gonna know where he is now, so could open things up just a little bit for him, but he's not gonna be aware of Deadpool in the mid house, I don't think, which could be his downfall. Sam being so careful not to make any noise here. There's playing it quite well. He's just got to be able to take this house. And that can be the tough bit. Deadpool gonna spot him. Not sure how. Probably from back here, actually. But yep. Gonna be able to just put a stop to Sam's approach there. LGR getting point to their own back. Slither even able to get another point there on their for their defense. And Slither are really going hard on this map at the moment. And I think if they get this win, they could be tipping that gold status. So it is kind of all to play for, really. And as I'm talking, they do go straight into the map. You know, there's no waiting with these guys. This is round number 3 of the second map. There's still got plenty of action to bring to you tonight. And this is going to be one of the north objectives, and they are quite notorious. And Bip on his own pre-fire this time. Armageddon not to do that. He isn't going to find anyone, I think. Slither have probably learned from that, you know, just avoid some of those bushes, and Legend there scanning the area, but LGR are pretty tucked away as you need to be on this objective. You've got to cut. All you got to do is just cover that North Street. There's not a lot to it, and it is so difficult, really, for Marsoc to be able to attack. Getting that knowledge of positions is so crucial on this. Cannot stress that one enough. It is just not nice to approach, really isn't. And LGR can see not even moving past the spawn, really. And like I say, that's exactly how you've got to take it. And Marsoc really need to be methodical in this. They need to, well, for starters, you've got to go for known spots. That's your first thing. Remliv isn't able to see Deadpool there because of the bush, but Salty will be in his line of sight. And he is looking this way. You can just see that laser trained on that position. He's swinging out there, but Salty not able to spot him. Remliv easily able to see him. Quickly down to, and it does look like Slither have had yet another drop. Doesn't matter to Idiot, because he's going for broke. He is opening up that lane for approach. He's on the side, on the Vault spawn side now, and this is where Marsoc need to be. Sparky Man getting a guy of his own, causing that distraction. You know, Deadpool also finishing off when he got down. And Remliv's going to get spotted by Deadpool on his rotation there. And that's just how quickly this can change, and it does change. So there it is. Bip rushing out in the open there. Going to get met by two sets of Marsoc fire. And Lamosh very quickly on his own. Idiot on the back there on his approach. The smokes are coming out. There are some pretty good smokes, actually. There's only like a very slight gap that, I mean, Lamosh will be able to get through, but he's only going to... Oh, he will find both, though, unfortunately. As Sparky and Deadpool both just kind of like ran in at the exact same time. It's easy pickings for Lamosh just to fire through the smoke and take them both out, but Idiot on the back there. Not really, Lamosh isn't going to be watching for this, and he is... Oh, he is exposed. Laser's trained on him. And is Idiot going for the cap instead? Look for me. You will have seen him. I love that look from the IK model. Just like, somebody there. Is this the right play from Idiot, though? That's the question, because Lamosh is going to have the line of sight, really. Has he actually just given LGR this round? By not killing Lamosh on his cross? Because he's going to go out in the open, and Pika's advantage, I think, works for this. Yep, there it is. Lamosh now aware of what's going on. Could be blind, though. So he wasn't watching there. Idiot able to get the kill still. I mean, I'll let you guys determine that. Was he lucky? Or was it well played? I mean, it's always well played, but you know. Slither now taking the third round for the second map. They only need this one now to win. What we did see in the last one, LGR, not ones to just give up, even though they're down. They will find a way to to get it back. So I'm not counting any chickens before they've hatched their eggs, or was that the phrase? Count your eggs before you know what I mean. Just don't count chicken eggs. Apologies there, I was just having a quick drink. And so yeah, LGR now got some rounds to gain. Slither just got a nice hold this next one. Like I say, it is that northern approach. And if they can hold it, it can be held pretty, don't want to say easily, but, you know, you can make Marsok's life pretty difficult on this one. Depending on your positions, anyway. And we'll see how Slither take this. If we do look at the scores, though, Deadpool way ahead at the moment, 9-2. Those shoulders, buddy, how are they feeling? No. You keep it up. Remliv definitely being star player for LGR so far. Really being in such great spots and then crucial positions to get refrags and oh, that was a round reset. Not sure what happened. It's a good job I didn't turn the overlay off. Otherwise, you'd have to go back. Seems like there was a little bit of a round reset there. Not quite sure why. I imagine we'll go straight back in. And there it is. Can hear the countdown going now. As I was saying, Slither just got to hold this defense. LGR got a lot of making up to do, but I am, I'm pretty confident they can probably do it. I feel like they are the kind of team that, they get into this position, but then they're very quickly, and they use that pressure and that determination to, to get back, and it works really well for them. So. Should be a pretty good round. Lots of pre-fire coming out, but not gonna find anyone. Remliv and Idiot gonna be the two to spot each other there. Is going to get hit with some bullets, but not going down. Gonna have to use a syringe, but still alive. LGR very aggressive on this lane 4 approach here. Comparison to Slither, who were more aggressive on that lane 1 approach. Deadpool going to be the first member of Slither to take a shot at LGR and win. An Idiot, great pre-fire there through the bush. Really analysed that movement well, able to get the spot there. Lamosh pushing through on lane 3. Gonna get picked off, and then also another member on lane 2. See him there. Oh, and then we are very quickly down to the last remaining member of LGR. Slither, 3 men up. Well, 3 players up, should I say. Armageddon revivable though. Oh, Salty. Getting that knowledge and getting those call-outs from Idiot that they are pushing there. Able to just sit there and watch from lane 3. Slither taking the second map of the series, and that will give them the win. Very well played from these guys. Suburbia, definitely a good map for them. Fortunately for LGR, just not quite able to push through on some of those defenses. Slither just being a little bit more tighter maybe, and yeah, it's still all to play for really. Even on the 3rd map, you can reduce the amount of MMR that you will lose or the other team will gain just by getting points back. So if LGR are able to get the 4-0 on this one, it will kind of even things up just a little bit, thereby reducing that MMR loss and putting them in a good standing. I mean, obviously at this point in the season, kind of doesn't matter too much really in one sense because like I say, the fact challenges are going to be Challenger Cups going on soon. But yeah, at the start of the season, midway through the season, it will be quite important really to, get into that 3rd map and just really reduce the amount of MMR you're losing or the other team's gaining. But yeah, so I feel like this is going to be, I think it's Slither's. I'm not quite sure really. It's backwards. I think maybe they picked side again, because that is a thing. If you're not aware, basically it's when you're home, you have the choice. You can either go for the map pick, or you can pick the side, Volkor Marsok. Slither are home, but they are what's it? They seem to be Volk on these 2 maps. So I'm thinking that maybe I don't know. Or I think they just swap sides for the initial bit. So map number 3 is going to be Bizarre. very middle of the way kind of map, really. I like it. I don't play well on it, but I like it. I mean, I don't play well on many maps. Ask anyone. You know, I tried. That's the main thing. You can't help. You got to try. Everyone loves to try it. So yeah, it's a fun map. You know, it's pretty small when you think about it, and in my opinion, it's kind of played in quadrants. So you split the map into 4. And you got north, south, east, and west, of course, and oh well, the northeast, north, yeah. You get what I'm saying? And it's split into those kind of quadrants, and that's where you're playing, and that's where the thick of the action is going to be, except for Coyote, where the objective is in that middle of the map on the bazaar area. But I'm going to now shut up because apparently we are going into the first round pretty early on and pretty quick there. No time for planning. We just want to play now, apparently. And LGR, happy to oblige. We'll just have a... Can't even show you the quick look on the map because random bug that happens. Basically, LGR being given that quick spawn over there. You can see them very quickly approaching on the east side of the map, and that's definitely the more favourable spawn really for this one. The objective being in that southeastern courtyard. You need to be watching it from a lot of angles because so many angles that people can approach from this. It's pretty unreal actually. So LGR gonna have to kind of push through and try and get those picks, but Deadpool watching that far eastern cross, gonna find Lamosh. And that is a pretty long shot when you think about it. Like, he's had to get that guy from there. Okay, he's out in the open, but it's still long. So if you're wondering what was going on there, that is a known pre-fire spot. You can fire it in through those kind of wooden grates, basically onto this objective. If anyone's hidden there or moving around, they're going to get picked off. Unfortunately for LGR, Slither not going to be there. And they're pretty tucked away. Great play from Legend, just reading the sounds, the signals, getting in there pretty well. Sorry about that. I believe I pressed the wrong gameplay replay button. That's why we do this. It's my first cast. Leave me alone. I feel the glaring eyes. I just wanted to show the gameplay, the replay from that. But Rem lived in an uncontested position, able to move around by the tank, and he has taken Salty, not Salty out. What's it was there? Deadpool. Deadpool was there. And he is being taken out by Remliv. So Remliv able to just walk close to the objective. For Slither, they're tight. You can see their outlines. There's Salty. There's Idiot. Sparky was in that gap, but tucked away nicely there. And Legend covering the south. In all fairness, that pick does open it up just a little bit. Idiot's now going to watch the... He's going to try and take that spot, but Bip watching that angle, that one pick, you see how quick it can turn things around. You know, a member has to rotate, and then as long as you've got another member sitting in such a great position to be able to kind of watch that, they're able to get those shots, and Remliv's going to be able to see Legend out on the south street there. very quickly turn this from a 2v4 into a 2v1 now. And Salty. Was it Salty? No, Salty went down. Spark? Sparky. I don't know what. Shh. The objective. Don't want to give away cap now. Bip though, we can see him moving in. He is on the objective. But Sparky is watching. He's got that line of sight, so I don't know if the cap would be on here. Not too fussed there. Just able to push out before Sparky's able to get their shots off. LGR taking that first round. Welcome up. How's it going, Tippy? Nice to, thanks for dropping by, and everyone else, Clintos. A couple members of VRAC. How's it going, guys? Oscar? Papu? Good to see everyone here. Identity Crisis, saw you there. Few shout outs, how's it going? Hopefully you're all well. Thanks for catching the first first cast of myself on for VRML. It's definitely different than doing the community ones, not gonna lie. But it's all good fun. LGR, like I said before we went into that round, need to be getting this map really uncontested to keep that MMR reduction low. And they have taken that first round by storm, really. Very well played between Bip and Remliv, between them, able to just get picks, cover each other's backs, and then as Volker moving around to cover the objective, just going to pick them off as they move. And that's really how you need to be playing this map. It's all about those picks, because unfortunately there's a lot of angles to cover, so if one person does go down, then generally speaking their position may need covering, and then you get what happened there. Slither now on the attack. See how they play. Been playing extremely well so far. Their attacks seem to have been like really well coordinated with each other, and possibly a lot of communication going on there. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they take this one. And they have been given the same spawn as LGR got, which is the quicker spawn. Probably the safer spawn actually as well, just due to the fact that there's no pre-fire on your position. Fortunately, no member of Slither is going to get spotted and taken out there. When Deadpool going to get a pick of his own. Lamosh getting pretty aggressive on this. Oh, but he's just not quite expecting Deadpool to push out from there. I think he was expecting from the other side, and he's going to get shot. Going to get finished. Down to a 3v4. LGR got a lot of ground to kind of cover. And Slither now in a pretty strong position. Sparky just going to spot Sam's gun peeking out, I think, from the doorway there, so he's able to get the pre-fire onto it. Sam not able to really kind of react. It's one of those pretty tough positions, really. You know, you're covering the street, but it's not salty there. Getting a bit aggressive on the objective, thinking he might have an opening, but I don't think it was quite there. Bip Bip going to take him out. We're got to slow things down a little bit. It's a nice smoke though. And it's causing just enough of that distraction. It's a good nade, but unfortunately not going to really get anyone sparking now in the smoke with his tablet out. But Bip Bip defended it pretty well there. It's down to Deadpool. Those smokes were on point, but not quite good enough there. And for Salty, and he is going to get seen by Bip Bip, who's just going to take him out, defending the objective really nicely. And that nade! That nade! Oh my goodness, what a nade! Come on! That was a great nade. Let's just watch that, please. Just look at that. Straight through the window, right next to Bip Bip. Fantastic nade from Deadpool there. Giving Slither the Marshall win, and that was just fantastic. That was really, really, really nice. You know, that was great. Well played, Deadpool. Unfortunate, LGR, you know, you guys had such a tight defense there. Was Slither unfortunately able to just pick apart the same way you guys did to them, really, you know. Nah, well played. It's been a great match, really, to watch so far. It's been a lot of back and forth, and I mean, Slither played very, very well on that Suburbia, you know, can't take that away from him. But there has been a lot of back and forth, and there's been a couple points where, you know, it could have gone either way. And unfortunately, LDR, like I say, on that Suburbia round, just not quite able to find the feet. And Slither gonna get through it, but a great side to watch. I mean, both sides are very, very fun to watch, you know. And these levels of play, really, some of them, kind of the ones that you would expect probably from, like, you know, gold teams and diamond teams, really. So it's nice to see that in these kind of lower tier games. And with that, to that end, we are going to get the third round of the third map underway. Or, as I say that, we will do another round reset. And we're back. Hello. Yeah, round reset. I mean, hopefully it'll only be a couple seconds. Alright, so by the sounds of it, we are now able to get into the next round, which is going to be the western courtyard, the objective. It's can be pretty fun. There's going to be a lot of pre-fire coming out, but this isn't really one of those pre-fire kind of maps. There isn't, or at least this objective isn't. Not many angles really you're going to be able to land any shots on people. They're not really kind of in those kind of positions or moving in those certain angles, but can't tell but try. And the key points really on this one the north. I think the north is a very important cross, and it's an important position because if you can get around behind the Volt defense, you know they're then split up, but it's a tough one to do. Idiot there in a pretty sneaky position. Going to be able to take out a member of LGR who did rush in. Sam going to be aware of his position now. A great nade coming out right next to Idiot. Can he get away? That's the question. He will. Unfortunately, it wasn't cooped. Just see there. Oh, he didn't save it. Ignore that. Didn't save that gameplay. Remlive now opting for the southwestern approach, which is a firm favourite for many, myself included. Kind of like this one. You know, you're watching the mini market, hoping you'll be able to get across. Bip, able to provide some good cover. These two guys, they've been really good to watch together. Actually, they do make a great pair. They watch each other's backs really well. Unfortunately, they're bit getting picked off. Having an effect for Remliv, and Sparky having a little battle of his own here on the north. Like I say, it's a crucial one really. You've got to be defending. The trade coming out between Sam and Idiot now in the southwestern courtyard. Leaving that complete area exposed, but Remliv got a lot of ground to cover. If he's got a nade, he may be able to get it onto Deadpool, but it's a long throw. And as you know, you see all these things here, they do provide cover. Whether it should or shouldn't is neither here nor there. They do provide that cover. So, Sparky there, I think, going for the revive onto Idiot maybe, and Armageddon just in the right place at the right time. But Legend now standing out in the open, easily able to spot Armageddon. Quickly does LGR Remliv does get taken out by Deadpool over in the mini market there. Slither taking that taking that third round, should I say. I'm very impressed with Slither's playstyle, really. You know, they just seem to be very tight, very compact in a lot of ways in what they do, whether it's Marsoc or Volk, and it's really working well. They're there for the refrags a lot of the time. One thing I have noticed, they get those refrags, and that's very good to see. And like I say, well, then you see LGR with Remliv and Bip, those guys working together. It's a match made in heaven, you know. They seem to be so in sync with a lot of what they're doing. It's good to see. Whether they're talking and communicating or not, I'm not too sure. But they seem to be very well in sync and very well coordinated together. So great matchmaking there. As I'm talking, it's now LGR's turn to defend this objective. Slither now on the attack, getting the same spawn. I've got an entire map to take now, and that spawn can be pretty difficult in one sense because it does allow Volk a lot of ground. They can't make the cross on the street like they probably want to, or try. Some teams may. But it does allow them to get into the Coyote and really get into that western courtyard and provide a good defense from there. So, see how this one goes. Lamosh defending that north road, but Armageddon aggressive into the coyote, like I said. Getting that tank spawn allows you to go there. If you get one Volt Defender into the Coyotes, it's gonna cause you some problems. Because they will be able to put a stop to most pushes from the center of the map. Slither gonna have to take that guy out. You can see the brunt of the defense being in the central market area. Remliv getting aggressive, but Sparky just in that right place to be able to see that and put a stop to that. Sparky getting picked off from the coyote there. Salty's got to be getting those callouts. That's important information for Slither. Unfortunately for Slither, this is the point where it becomes difficult. Being Marsoc and down on this objective by a couple members doesn't ever really bode well. But LGR do have a member in the coyote, and if Slither are able to get the picks on the objective, it's a long way to get back. So the cap will be on, but it's just getting those picks. It's easier said than done a lot of the time. Oh, but the team kill gonna come out there. Lamosh taking out Armageddon, coming back from the coyote. So as though it ran across the street purposely to do that. Oh. And that was a friendly nade as well. I believe from Sam. The Marsh moving off the objective. This would be a bit of an issue. And holding that position really well, but down to the last 25 seconds. Bip got this street on lock. Legend's got to get in, but he's not watching. Gonna get the first one, but Idiot is gonna find him. Now he's got Tablet out. He is on the objective, but Sam gonna be able to find us. going to be able to find those shots pretty easily. And LGR able to defend the objective nicely. Last like 10 seconds there. Maybe a Slither would approach through the decided to approach through here and gone for the corner cap. I think, is it here? You can get it from there, and you can also around the back here get it from this corner. So many ways of getting it. Maybe Idiot there took the most direct route. Sometimes it goes well. Fortunately, just not quite good enough on this one. LGR gonna even things up, 2-2. On the face of it, Slither started off with a bit of a commanding lead, and now LGR are fighting back and forth really for this. And it's good to see, you know. Team that just continues and just keeps going on. I hit the countdown, but doesn't look like I got my hopes up. While we wait for those, we can watch a quick replay. Which I think, okay, it's the nade one again. Yeah. I thought I'd been pressing out keyboard. I hadn't. It was still a great nade, and you know, I'll play Deadpool with that. It's nice. It's a nice nade. Made a couple good nades actually. Always the fun ones get, you know, just somebody gets like great nade and you're just like, mm-hmm. Not quite sure what's happening at the moment. Does look like Slither have had another drop. So whilst we wait on those guys to come back in, we will just go to a short intermission. Okay. Sorry about that. Just a couple technical difficulties. We are on round number 5 now. LGR on the attack, Coyote being the objective to attack. So Slither got a bit of a tough deal here. So this isn't a fun one to be able to defend, to be honest. Lamosh in a great position to be able to spot a member of Slither moving around on the Coyote there, on the fountain even. Which is going to be an important spot to kill, to take really, because this opens up the north cap. Now they don't have anyone really covering the Coyote area, but Idiot gonna get 2 picks of his own, whilst Deadpool successfully defending the east there. Yeah, the west even. As quick as action starts, it does get quiet quick. Salty successfully defending the main bazaar area there from Lamosh. An Idiot able to take out the last remaining member of LGR, Remliv there. Giving them the 3rd round, the 3rd point of the 3rd map. And that being one of the tougher ones to defend there, so it does set them up quite well for this next round. Being Marsok, if you're able to just get 1 or 2 picks on the vault defense there, it then really messes them up just a little bit, causes a few issues. Gonna be interesting to see how Slither play this one. Are they gonna go in aggressive and just go for it? Or are they gonna play it that bit more methodical, take it a bit slower, knowing that the 3-2 up, and get some picks and then move in? Even though we're coming down to the last couple rounds, it's really kind of back and forth at the moment. Can't really call who's going to get this last one. Slither are ahead. LGR have been playing this one really well, and I've noticed actually from the French side, they tend to play Bazaar really, like a lot of the teams, they do play Bazaar really well. So I'm not sure if if it's just kind of the French playstyle, or if it's the map that they just really enjoy. I don't know, but I've always just found the French very formidable on this map. They have done the countdown, and they are going into the 6th round of the 3rd map now. Bazaar being the 3rd map. Coyote still being the objective to attack, and Slither now having to do that themselves. Idiot, very quick there to be able to get some picks. Gotta be careful when you're swinging out on that east side. If Marsok get that spawn, you're gonna get punished for it, just like that. And see, I think this quick quick plays coming out now from Slither. Legend getting bit. Like I said, those just 2 picks on this one. They're crucial. And Slither have now got 3, and they're still going. Idiot, 10 kills, 4 deaths. Was that the 3rd or 4th kill? He's going for it, but Remliv not going down without a fight. Unfortunately, though, he is the last member of the defense, and that cap is on. The objective wide open, but Deadpool not wanting to get that. Going for the kills, taking it pretty clean. What's that? 1 minute 15 on that last one? Well played there, Slither. You know, I wasn't expecting that one to go quite so quick, but that is how it goes sometimes. Like I say, that objective, you either play it quick or you play it slow, and Slither there played it fast. There's final look at the scores there. Deadpool 9 kills, 2 deaths. Idiot there 11 kills, 2 deaths. Unfortunately, LGR 6, 5, 2, 3, just not quite good enough tonight. And Slither with a commanding lead on Suburbia, able to shut down quite a bit, but I'm still looking forward to, to see more of a lot more of what LGR do. Like I say, they are the kind of newer team here in one sense, and they, they got, I think, newer players in comparison. So they do have a few of the a few veteran players on their side who have been through the mill and seen quite a few things now. So, they are to be. It is to be expected on a few of those maps like Suburbia and whatnot, but GG's to both teams. It was a pretty close match there, really. It was, they say that Suburbia just doesn't quite show it, unfortunately, but LGR very well defending, very well attacked on those maps. Slither very well played. So thank you all for catching my first cast for the VRML. It's been brilliant. Hopefully, not too many issues. I'm a bit less focused on the assets. Hopefully, kind of casting, commentating will get a bit more natural. But it's a time thing. It's been fun. I really appreciate everyone coming out and watching and getting some and being active in the chat as well. It's always good to see that. It's been fun. Hopefully you all have a great night, whatever you're doing. Keep on onwarding. And yeah, look forward to catching you guys on my next cast with maybe a face reveal. Who knows? Keep it easy. And yes, so thank you. Take it easy, guys. Have a good evening. Thank you to all our sponsors to the sponsors for VRML. Without those guys, obviously, a lot of what we do wouldn't be possible. So thank you guys for your considerable support and everyone who plays and everything, making the community what it is. Thank you to the casting team and the production team for making this even possible. So yeah, have a great night, everyone. It's been fun. Thank you all again. Take it easy. Catch you later.